Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. Very slow day today. Obviously, we had CPI data released today. Didn't really change much. But I already mentioned yesterday that today's CPI was probably not the big deal. So, it's a bit of a nothing burger event. So anyway, we're looking still at this yellow wave structure, still the primary scenario here, following this pathway to the downside. Completed a wave 1, 2 here with this wave 2 high on Friday. The third wave is still in the making, circle wave 3, then circle wave 4 and circle wave 5 should follow later. This circle wave 3 should still go lower, should at least get to the 1.618 extension level. I'd like to see that. And that's sort of the minimum you would expect is 1460 roughly. So it's sort of in that region down there, 1450, 1460. But, with one more low, while we have technically 5 waves complete, I'm not happy with the length of it. So it should really stretch out a little further, which is why I added for this wave 5 of circle wave 3, I added some sub-wave structures. Again, technically, with one more low, we have 5 waves complete. And technically, I could say wave 5 of circle wave 3 is complete, but that's not reliable. That's too short, okay? So I don't believe it. So the idea was in the previous video that we had a triangle here potentially, so-called Elliott Wave triangle, running triangle, and that a break to the downside could follow and would be expected, and this seems to happen. However, I have to say that this is not necessarily a reliable interpretation. Typically, we say when a triangle breaks, it's quite a rapid sell-off. Now, we didn't really see a rapid sell-off today. One of the reasons could be that ETH is still holding above support, which is here the 1530 level. So not really an aggressive breakdown, but still a valid triangle wave count, still valid interpretation that wave 4 unfolded as triangle, and then wave 5 now could form just now wave 1 of 5, okay? So wave 1 of 5, that could reach 1530, roughly, maybe a little lower. So if we are watching the Fibonacci extensions, so if I am just adding here Fib extensions for this, 1530 is the 2.618 extension. We'll see where it takes us, but 1530 is the next key support. But eventually should go a little lower. It could even go a little lower depending on how or what kind of Fib extensions I'm taking. Next Fib extension level that might be relevant is this one here, which would also take me into the 1530 region. Yeah, just below 1530, and then 1500 is a 61.8 extension level. So there are just some levels to watch, but overall, as long as this trend line is still active there and still trending down, the price doesn't even break above the trend line, this wave count should follow through. I'm watching now if today maybe the sell-off can accelerate a bit, then I would have more confidence that this here would be a triangle. I mean, if it's not a triangle, what's the other interpretation? I mean, the other interpretation is that this is unfolding as some kind of an ending diagonal, the wave 5, okay? Which would not necessarily be a very desirable wave count either. It would then just mean we chop down, okay? We are in wave 5, so it wouldn't really change much, but it would not be impulsive. So if we see an impulsive move down, this is the micro count, and we should stay below the 1569 level now. That's the next micro resistance. And if it's choppy, very choppy, ups and downs, but still trending lower, then we're probably in a diagonal. So so today's high basically, or well, the end of the triangle, you could say, at 1569, that is the key invalidation point here for this microstructure. Any break above it will likely send us into the red resistance zone. And I would have to assume that wave 4 is still in the making in a flat structure. Not preferred, but of course possible. So overall, there is not much more to add. It is trending down. It is slow on the way down, and 1530 is key support. It's the 78.6 retracement level, and it's exactly the level where we have to expect some support. I mean, the price bounced off here on the 11th of September. So we need to see if we break through it quite rapidly, then that would be rather confirmation for this microstructure. But if we see a larger bounce, then wave 4 might still be in the making, or even this B wave that I talked about, and then down. So there are enough possibilities for Ether to form a higher low, a higher high, okay, but still break down eventually. And only above 1638, which is the resistance level up here, I would have to change the overall expectation to possibly something more bullish. Not necessarily, $3,000 bullish yet, but short-term more bullish. We have to then expect much more choppy price action in this overall range. But yellow wave count is what I currently prefer. And as long as we stay within the parameters defined, we follow it and see no reason to change the wave count or projection. It's just slow. Okay, that's my update about ETH. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.